Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's gotten warm here again, about 80 some today. Saw in the last video I finally got some hay on the ground, among the other things we talked about there. But I always put the cart before the horse. I mean, when I first did hay, I cut it, didn't even have a hay rake. Last year we made do with this one, which it did perfect. Got the belt tines we've talked about for months now. Been sitting out here in the yard, it's not fixed yet. So what do? We go ahead and go down there and cut more hay, not having the rake fixed yet. But anyway, no problem at all. It's a little aggravating. I got to pull these bars off this star to get the belt on. That's the only bad part. But as bad as this belt looks and as old as this thing is, I do believe if I put a new one on it, I think it'll last my lifetime. And then we got the tines. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get all those on or not. I've got to get this stuff rolled over tomorrow and then re-rake it Friday and see what happens. So let's see what we can do on this hay rake today. Stay tuned. If I can remember, I'll try to put that in the description, but A&I Products C99 is the belt number for this Ferguson. What is this? DE020, I think. Yeah. Okay. Looks good. All right, one project down. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, sorry I ended up just cutting the camera off. Struggle bus hit hard again with a rake, had all kinds of trouble. The major issue is, I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not, but there, get them right, Nelson. The rake teeth, they're not right, imagine that. Everything is perfectly spot on except for this sweep. The original ones have a 45, so when it sits against the bar like this, the tooth's down where it's supposed to be. When this one goes against the bar, tightens up, it kicks it out. So I have like 110, 112 teeth for the rake that, you know, are no good. We got the parts rake and I took several teeth off of it, some of the better ones, and put on where mine were broke. We did get the belt on, got the tires and wheels back on it, greased it up, lubed it up, everything's ready to go on the rake. So not sure, check everything tomorrow, see if it's ready to rake over. I kind of like to roll it over tomorrow and then roll it over again Friday right before I bale it, but I'm one-man band, so I'm not sure how that'll go. But anyway, having a little bit of issue with Dad's tractor again on the power steering. It's puking fluid out, not out of the steering column yet, but I knew it was going to come. It started seeping a little bit. That shaft is just pitted all to pieces, so I'm not sure if I'll end up hooking it to the baler. I really wanted to. May end up just going back with 165, leave the rake on mine, or trying to talk the wife into coming. If I can talk her into coming for some reason and running the tractor, then I might put it on my 250. But we're getting down to the brass tacks here on time. We got rain coming in Saturday, or Saturday evening. But anyway, we'll bring it back tomorrow and see what happens. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, sun's going down, a little breeze. I'm sitting here in the shade enjoying the fruits of my labor. I hate that I had it on time lapse and the sequence was wrong, so about an hour's worth of footage turned into about 7 or 8 seconds. So we won't use that, but hay here is finished 2023 on first cutting. All we cut was this old donkey pasture, as we call it, and in the front field out there where the oats are. I did not cut any in the very bottom land or out at the highway that I showed you in the last video. Just kind of got behind, running out of time. Today's Thursday, May the 11th, I believe it is. So we're going to try to bale it tomorrow on the 12th, and I've got all of it sold, which is a good thing. Out of the field, selling it really cheap. Of course, I don't have anything in it right now. I may end up fertilizing this field and possibly the front for the rest of the cuttings this year. And then there's going to be, like I said, a lot of changes coming on the fields. I think this one here that we're sitting in will always be in hay, just because of the lay of the land and washing, erosion and stuff. But you know, the rest of everything else soon to come. So keep your fingers crossed. Try to get a clip or two tomorrow, baling a little bit, and see what happens, guys. Well, I can't complain, guys. I had trouble with the first 3 or 4. Of course, I had it all out of adjustment and was messing with it. Got a book finally. Shortened the bales up some. It does great. Waiting on the twine to transfer over. I haven't come across that issue yet, but all in all, it does pretty good. There's one right here. Every once in a while, it'll do one like that. It just packs it tighter on one side. I think there's one down there. Maybe 1 out of 20 bales or so. The rest of them look pretty good, but can't complain. One gentleman's on the way right now to get some. Another one's going to be here first thing in the morning, so we got to get it baled up, and whatever's on the ground is going to be gone by tomorrow this time. Stay tuned, guys. Well, guys, we did it. Another one in the books. Had a time when changed over the string. The string's not quite as tough as what was in it. It's 9,000. Got it from the same place, but anyway, different brand. I had to loosen the tension up a little bit. It's got a couple of the bales wonky. No big deal for what I'm asking for them. They can live with it. They're still tight. This is one of the ones I've had to rebale, so it's not the best, but not too bad. I think this made, let's see, well, it was 79 1/4. I got a little quarter bale down here that where I emptied the chamber out, you know, set the knotters to make a little small bale just to get everything out of the chamber. So yeah, 79 and that little quarter. Guy's already been here and got 33. Well, he got 30 out here. That's all I had baled at the time. He got 3 on the other side. So we're gonna go over and see if we can get a count. go unhook this baler and we'll wrap this video up, guys. All right, hey, 2023 IP Farm spring cutting is in the books. Never done that before. I like it, I do. Stressful, it's very stressful. The weather and the way my job is and everything else is stressful, but we got it complete, we got it sold already, like I've said, so you should be here in the morning to get the rest of this out of the field. We finished up, did cut down on the amount of hay. We talked about that already in this video, the last one. We definitely got quite a few upcoming plans, so stay tuned for that. Change things up a little bit in the row crops like we talked about. So, you know, hay's not out the door by any means. We'll probably keep this field here, just like I've said, in hay. Maybe rotate some things out here or there different times, but I just want to say I really appreciate everything you guys do and all the support. I hope Grandpa's smiling down. You know, we've been reclaiming now since March of 2020, so a little over 3 years into it. And I never would have dreamed in a million years that I would be where I am today, sitting in this field with square bales in it. I know we've already made hay one time off of it, but this is basically, you know, full-fledged, wasn't just whim dizzle. So I'm pleased with it. I still don't get along very well with the rake, man, but we may do. So I'm tired. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Definitely stay tuned. We got some upcoming projects in the works. More field work, of course, as the weather gets better. So really appreciate everything, guys, and we'll see what happens over the next couple days. Till then, thank you.